to Learning About LGDs OnSite. We are with Learning About LGDs founder Anna Abney at Dacusville Farm Days in Dacusville, South Carolina. Today we are learning about farm dogs, how their traits differ from livestock guardian dogs, and where you can find out more about them.
So the first thing I want to talk about is what a farm dog actually is. A farm dog is sort of a general purpose farm animal. A working farm dog. It is not really a specialist. It doesn't specifically do one particular task. It's kind of a jack of all trades dog. They tend to, they'll alert you to predators. They'll let you know if someone shows up. They may help you drive cattle occasionally. They do varmint hunting. They'll kill rats and stuff like that. They'll protect your kids, but they don't have any one particular job that they do all by itself. As far as breeds, it's because it's such a non-specific kind of job. There's a pretty wide range of breeds that can do the job. A lot of people use different types of livestock guardian breeds and herding breeds. There's also terrier breeds that can do some of the work, and then there's some general purpose working breeds. Some examples that work really well are things like Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Greater Swiss Mountain Dogs, a lot of the terrier hunting breeds like Patterdale Terriers or Jack Russells, and pretty much any herding breed of dog like a Border Collie or an Aussie. And then occasionally some livestock guardian breeds will do the job as well. Usually it's going to be your more biddable personality types like Central Asian Shepherds or your softer types like your Great Pyrenees. As far as the jobs, what most people want from a farm guardian is they want the dog to do a little bit of guarding work. They'll tend to at least bark when people pull up or bark at predators. Some of them will chase predators. Generally it's going to be your smaller predators unless you're using an LGD for the work. But they'll deal with small predator problems. They'll tend to do some rodent control and some varmint control, so they'll kill rats and mice, and they'll run off raccoons and possums and stuff like that. They'll chase off birds. They don't deal with big animals, but they will deal with some of the small problematic wildlife that's around. And then every now and then some farm dogs will do a little bit of herding work. They'll fetch the cattle, or they'll keep the goats off you while you feed, stuff like that. They tend to live indoors or close to the house. They're not an animal that lives with the livestock. They're not bonded to the livestock, they're bonded to the human family, so they don't live in the pasture. They will accompany you to the pasture, they may patrol around the pastures, but they tend to live in or near the house with the family. Some people will kennel their dogs, but they don't live loose in the pasture with the livestock. Temperament-wise, again, it's because it's such a general purpose type of job, the temperament's going to vary according to the needs of the owner. But some things that you want to look for is a dog that's biddable, that tends to attach itself to humans. They tend to, so the kind of temperament traits you'll be looking for are going to tend to be dogs that are biddable, fairly easy to train. They tend to have a stick close to home sort of attitude. They don't have a real strong tendency to wander, which is why a lot of LGD breeds don't do well at this job. They also tend to be very human-oriented, not particularly independent. And farm dogs are pretty eager to work, but have a good off switch, so they'll work when you need them to and then relax when you don't need them. One of the common mistakes that you want to avoid is you don't want a shy or aggressive dog, so avoid dogs that have a bite history. A lot of people mistakenly believe that just because a dog has bitten people, that somehow makes it a good guard dog. It's actually not true. Most dogs that have a history of biting have a tendency to be shy or fearful, and that is not a useful trait. You also don't want a dog who is nervous or excitable. You want a dog who is very thoughtful. We frequently hear, "Oh, my dog needs to go live on a farm because he bites people," and that's just not the dog you want for this job. You can find out more about farm dogs by checking out Jan Doner's new book, Farm Dogs, which is a guide to 93 different breeds of dogs that are specifically bred for different tasks around the farm. You can also check out our Facebook group, Homesteading Livestock and Pastoral Dogs, where we address the different kinds of farm jobs for dogs. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in December for our YouTube Live Learning About LGD's birthday celebration and gift basket giveaway.